Prime Minister Modi's first meeting with President Donald Trump since his return to the White House, making it one of the most closely watched diplomatic engagements of the year, and the year has just begun. Now, over the next few hours, Prime Minister Modi is going to be engaging in a series of high-profile meetings with key figures in the US administration. Business leaders, we'll talk about members of the Indian diaspora that are waiting their turn to just catch a glimpse of the Prime Minister. But let's break down for the viewers why this is important, what might be on the agenda. His bilateral with President Trump at the White House is expected to focus on trade, technology, defense cooperation, and a renewed push for the Quad alliance in the Indo-Pacific. We're already learning that some big announcements when we're talking about trade, when we're talking about the defense framework between these two countries is on the cards. The two leaders will also address a press conference later on, a joint statement that is expected. But the duo is also going to be addressing pressing global issues, from countering China's growing influence in the Indo-Pacific to strengthening intelligence sharing on counter-terrorism and cybersecurity. But beyond the optics of these two, great friends, hard negotiations are on the table as well. Immigration is another major concern. Over 104 illegal Indian immigrants were recently deported. It sparked concerns within the community. Here back at home, everybody had something or the other to say in terms of the inhuman behavior that was meted out to those 104 deportees. Thousands of skilled Indian professionals in the United States, they're currently anxious about changes to work visa rules that could impact job security and the legal status. And another batch of Indian deportees from the United States is expected to land in Amritsar on the 15th of February. Another set of deportees is something that is already being talked about. Will Prime Minister Modi push for policy clarity to safeguard the Indian talent in the United States, currently treading on eggshells and very anxious grounds? But then again, you have the trade tango under Donald Trump that one has to take a look at as well. Trade and tariff concerns are front and center. Donald Trump's renewed threats of tariffs on countries he claims are quote-unquote harming the US economy includes India. In the run-up to the presidential elections, he said it time and again, notifying everybody about the reciprocal tariffs that he is thinking about and mulling. With bilateral trade hitting a record $129.2 billion just last year in 2024, and India enjoying a $45.7 billion surplus when we're looking at trade between these two countries, will the Prime Minister be able to secure a fair deal, or will New Delhi have to rethink its trade strategy? Already, a Truth Social bomb is already out. He's talked about fantastic 3 weeks. The best day is today, as Donald Trump says. Reciprocal tariffs. He's likely to announce those soon as well. And just ahead of his meet with Prime Minister Modi, hours ahead of his big meeting with Prime Minister Modi, US President Donald Trump, he took to Truth Social to warn of reciprocal tariffs. Trump wrote, and I quote, take a look at this: 3 great weeks, perhaps the best ever, but today is the big one. Reciprocal tariffs with 3 exclamation marks. Make America great again. Another with a set of 3 exclamation marks. And Donald Trump is expected to announce those tariffs very, very soon. Big announcements are also expected on trade and defense after the Trump and Modi meeting. Trump officials say buying defense equipment from the United States will bring down trade deficit with India, something that Donald Trump is going to be smiling about at this point in time. Meanwhile, defense agreements and energy trade are expected to be key discussion points. India is going to be looking to strengthen its security partnership with Washington. And just after landing in Washington, Prime Minister Modi's meeting with US Director of National Intelligence, Tulsi Gabbard, it signaled a deepening intelligence partnership. Counterterrorism, cybersecurity, and emerging threats are high on the agenda as both these countries seek to expand cooperation in a rapidly shifting security landscape. But then again, some crucial meetings that are set to take place before the entire White House schedule takes effect. A major business engagement in this visit, Prime Minister Modi's meeting with Elon Musk, the tech billionaire entrepreneur, a key advisor to President Donald Trump, and head of the Department of Government Efficiency, is expected to discuss Starlink's India launch. The meeting could also touch on electric vehicles manufacturing. Elon Musk has been constantly asking for a level playing field when it comes to taxations on the electronic vehicle market in India. Tesla looking at India as a potential investment destination as well. And of course, there's the grand spectacle of Modi engaging with the Indian diaspora, a community that has been instrumental in strengthening India-US ties. With over 5.4 million Indian Americans and 350,000 Indian students in the United States, expectations are high. Will the visit bring new opportunities for the diaspora, which is very closely watching all these diplomatic and high-stakes developments in Washington, D.C.?